They have not met since we had our last meeting and were on the agenda for the discussion later on.
Okay. Number 9 is a public hearing on the 2009-2010 fiscal year operating budget. During this public meeting, we will open this. We will ask speakers to come forward, state your name and address for the record, and with the council's approval, we will have 3 minutes to speak with each person. Speak, if that is okay. So I'll go ahead and open the public hearing at this time and go down the list. Is that a ready?
SFTC-20090609. Okay. In the budget book, I'd like to refer to page 26, under budget highlights for the historical committee. It says the council approved construction of historical markers, these are the highway marker signs. Staff will work with them to implement appropriate plan of action. And I would like to ask the town council to amend the budget for the historical committee to include the highway marker signs. I feel this is the most positive way we can educate and preserve history. The signs have more exposure than any event, article in the paper, or displays that we might have in the museum. And part of our committee's mission is to educate and preserve. And I would very much like for you to add this amended to the budget.
The record that budget amendment request is for $3,045.
Beth Kaplan.
Beth Kaplan, 7979 Highfield Road. Tonight I'm asking the town to approve the budget as it stands. I know the times are hard, but I believe that Summerfield needs to continue on as a town. Our council and staff have done a wonderful job making sure that the town of Summerfield is fiscally stable so that we've been able to build a wonderful park and to start on a wonderful athletic park. The town has decided to employ a consultant to help us write a comprehensive plan so that we can decide on some of our old ordinance and plan some new ones. All of this is necessary to take Summerfield into the future. Our town manager has done a wonderful job of balancing the needs of these projects as well as the needs of the towns and the needs of the council, but we can't do it alone. Imagine how much more efficient the town would be with a planner. We need a planner to help rewrite some of our old ordinances and to implement the new ones required by the comprehensive plan. The planner will also be able to make sure our ordinances are enforced, and we will definitely need a planner no matter what shape or form the Lake Jordan rules come down. We have a wonderful park that is built. I can't wait to see what activities will be planned around the park in the future. I'm certainly proud that I live in a town that looked for grant money to help build this park. I know they will continue to look for grant money to continue funding some of the activities. I know that when my husband was laid off, the park was a great place for me to gather my thoughts. I still use the park to exercise myself and my dog and look forward to the 5K that's planned. Strong evidence shows that when people have access to parks, they exercise more. Regular physical activities have been shown to increase health and reduce the risk of wide-ranging diseases. A growing body of research shows that contact with the natural world improves physical and physiological health. Studies have been shown that crime is lower in neighborhoods where parks exist. As our economy sits in recession, we need places that we go to enjoy and have time with our families. What better way than an athletic park? I went many times to the local athletic park in my neighborhood in Raleigh to just watch the kids play. It was a great way to get out with friends and have fun. Visits to the hospital and emergency rooms are reduced when kids have another place to play instead of near streets and in parking lots. Recreation opportunities are important factors to businesses when they're choosing where to locate and for individuals when choosing a place to live. Our athletic park is also going another step right now. It's going to keep people working. One of the hardest hit industries in North Carolina is the construction business. How wonderful that Summerfield is fiscally strong enough that it can go forward with a capital project and provide work to companies that are trying not to lay off employees. I know we would all like not to have to pay taxes, but Summerfield chose to be a town and we have an obligation to be prepared for the future. A future that is sure to bring about Lake Jordan rules, more cost for animal control, some expense in road upkeep, if not being responsible for all road upkeep, and that's not even looking at something catastrophic like the tornado that hit Stoneville or a hurricane. I know we can't know the future, but we sure can plan for it, and that isn't preaching doom and gloom, that's preaching always be prepared. A revenue stoppage is not a serious proposal. Under the proposed budget, the town can pay its obligations, and yes, I consider implementing the comprehensive plan and building the athletic fields an obligation. And we have an emergency fund that helps us be prepared.
Your time's up.
Thank you.
Mayor, take the order.
I've already spoken.
Okay. Your name was on the public hearing thing also.
Oh,
So that's fine. Jane Doggett.
Jane Dog at 7986 Highfield Road. I just want to urge the council to fully fund the Parks and Recreation request. I think we're working hard. I think we have proven the touch of truck, the latest proving that this park is highly used and highly needed and highly appreciated. We have lots of programs planned for this upcoming year. We would love to have people come and join our committee because we are certainly going thin with our plans. So if you'd like to come, fill out a form at the town hall. But I do urge you, I also urge you to keep the rest of the budget as outlined. I think we worked very hard early on when we incorporated to be frugal and to save the money so that when good times and bad times came, we would be prepared. I think to not charge a tax, I think we have a responsibility in a community, if we're going to be a community, to pay. And we, 3 cents on the 100 won't make any difference to me, but boy, when you add it to the other 8,000 people in Summerfield, we can do big things and we can protect ourselves. And so I urge you to support the budget as it's written. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Doggett. Dwight Crawford.
How long, Jay?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay. Dwight Crawford, 1106 NC Highway 150 West. I made a few calls tonight before coming to the meeting and asked people to show up. People I know that have strong opinions on what you guys are doing tonight. Heard from one of them, they said, my husband just got out from prostate cancer, cannot come, he cannot come either. Had another one say their husband's on patrol tonight, and they had scheduled, I didn't call them yesterday, I called today, and they'd already scheduled dinner to be delivered, and they could not make it. This is church night for some people. Some were on vacation when I called them. Another person said, I cannot hear what's going on. When are you guys going to improve the audio? Another one said, I've got ALS. I cannot get out of the house. I cannot function well in public. Another one said, I'm working well. And Jeff Johnson, I'm going to read his letter. He's got a domestic duty he's had to take care of tonight just because there was nobody else to take care of.
Just one second.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mayor, since this is a public hearing, not a quasi-judicial hearing, council can consider this for Mr. Crawford or anyone else who may have submitted something in writing. Just give it whatever weight you determine is appropriate for the individual not here. Sorry,
Does he get extra time since he's reading for jail?
that's the chair's decision, not mine.
No.
And we can validate this if we want to after the meeting, no problem. Jeff Johnson, I don't know what his address is. Summerfield council members, I ask you to reconsider the tax holiday idea. If not, please at least address the concerns that are causing you to oppose it. For example, many of you are concerned about depleting the town surplus over $8.5 million and the impact this will have in the future. You, as the Summerfield Town Council, has significant control over how and where the town spends money. Simply put, you can make decisions to delay and or eliminate non-essential expenditures, of which there are many to choose. Simply put, you can avoid depleting the fund balance by lowering spending. Many of you never want to talk about reducing spending and act is if it's out of your control. Please stop spending